Welcome to Roseflower Radio, the show that goes behind the scenes of your favorite independent artists and creatives. I'm your co-host, Micah Wilson.
And I'm your co-host, Finlay Matthias. With us today, we had Mary Ann. Our first internationally traveling artist. She came
from Portugal.
Hell yeah, from Porto.
What you know about it?
Not much.
We found out a lot.
Cristiano Ronaldo, that's about it, baby.
I didn't even know that.
He's Portuguese.
Cool.
She came to LA for the Hollywood Independent Music Awards, and she was so stoked to talk to us about that, about her music career, and she also brought us a little gift from her homeland. So make sure you stay tuned for that. This was an amazing episode, so much fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait for you guys to listen to it.
So yeah, we hope you guys enjoy. It was a pleasure talking to her. And if you guys are on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down there. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure to follow us on there so you never miss another episode. So hope you enjoy. You were just talking a little bit about like some of the flight issue or like some of the travel issues and stuff.
Yeah,
but
it has been a mini adventure, traveling all the way from Portugal, which is such a tiny country compared to the United States of America. You have no idea. It's like,
little bitty, yeah.
And it has been wild. Like the flight got delayed. I don't know. I think I did like with the pauses and with the changes connecting flights, about 20 hours. So it was like almost one day just for the trip.
I think you are our first ever
internationally based guest that we've had in person. Well,
who are you thinking of?
I'm trying to think. No, well, I'm trying to think like Teddy Hawley and them. Like, where was Teddy at?
Teddy's was from like.
He was like Vermont or something.
Yeah, he was.
He was still in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're the first person who traveled.
I'm honored.
You know?
Yeah.
So are we. I mean, so are we.
Do you know how did I find you?
No.
No.
I would love to hear that story.
I was like, okay, I'm going to LA. I need to take this opportunity and try to, get an interview anywhere,
Yeah.
Anywhere near. It's not near here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, near.
Sorry.
A little drive.
Oh, yeah. It's
That's
okay.
our fault.
No, it's such a pleasure to be here. And then I was starting to look, okay, let me see musicians from LA. What are they doing? What are like the radios, the podcasts they are doing?
So cool.
And I was like, nice place, nice people. Yeah, I'm just gonna text them and see how it goes.
Well, it's awesome, and you were kind of in a showcase type of. What we like to say is we always are like we love to have artists hop on and tell stories, and this is proof that if you do it, you can hop on.
All you got to do is reach out,
So yeah, but not just for us, but like going out and reaching after goals. So growing up in Portugal, what's the music scene like there, like in Portugal?
Well, we have like our traditional music, which is fado. Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fado is Portuguese music.
Yeah.
We have there like traditional, and it's very sad usually. Although we have some fados that are happy, but it's mostly sad songs, like talking about, I don't know, the loss of someone or how you I don't know, like bad breakups or So you have to check it. It's something very like traditional and very different from all the other genres.
Okay.
I've heard it before,
Yeah.
but I've not. Most of the time, I don't speak Portuguese,
Yeah.
so I'm not too familiar.
Most of the time. Sometimes he speaks Portuguese.
But I've never gotten the language barrier.
Yeah.
But yeah. So then, like, what got you into music? What got you starting to figure out?
I think I sing since I've always remember, like since a baby. My brother, I have an older brother, 9 years older than me.
Okay.
And he was always into music. Like he sings, he plays the guitar, the bass, and he's very good. But right now he's doing another thing. He's on photography field with my sister-in-law. Shout out to them. I love you. And yeah, I was like listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers, Incubus, and all that stuff from my brother.
Yeah.
He was always like playing loud music in his room.
Yeah.
And since a little, I was listening to that, and I started to sing. I remember like the first English song I learned, not in Portuguese. I think it was Drive by Incubus.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Whatever tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can't sing it, but yeah.
Whatever tomorrow
Yeah, you got me.
brings, I'll be there.
It's
Open
great.
arms, open eyes.
That's
yeah.
Incubus is awesome. I feel like that's
Yeah,
a
I
great
really like
introduction
them.
into music like that.
And I started going to karaoke bars, you know, when I was like 10,
Wow.
10, 12, 30, 13, not 30.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. And then I started to do these little things like having my teenage bands, you know, in my
Yeah.
teenage years when I was like 15. And then I kind of, I've always wanted to study music, but I don't know, it didn't happen, you know?
Yeah.
I was studying other things, so it didn't really happen until I was 18.
Okay.
Okay, so I studied marketing for 3 years, and I was like, okay, what am I going to study now? And I'm like, Mom and Dad, I'm sorry, but music is my thing. Music is my passion, so I'm just going to study music.
How'd they
Yeah.
take that?
Oh, they took it very well. They support me a lot. Yeah,
That's awesome.
You have both sides, of course. It's normal for a parent to feel a bit insecure, you know,
Totally.
because it's not easy. But by the end of the day, they always supported me, and it's great.
That's super awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
And so I studied music for 3 years. And then I ended up becoming a teacher also at the conservatory where I studied.
Where'd you study music?
Conservatório de Música e Artes Performativas de Porto.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
in Porto.
Nice.
And it was amazing. I studied, I did the course on singing and voice technique, but I also studied like musical theater and all those things. I'm
Gotcha.
also into and I like. But yeah, and after that, I gave lessons to, you know, children, to grown-ups, also like 30s. I really liked it.
Sorry, I jumped.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's right.
But then I kind of quit it, that job of being a teacher.
How old were you probably at this time?
It was like COVID times. It's
Okay.
recent, you know.
Okay.
And I was like, because of two reasons. Number one, they changed it management, you know. So they changed a lot of the teachers,
Yeah.
and the thing really changed a lot. And number two, because I'm dating, my boyfriend lives in Switzerland,
Oh, wow.
you know. So I had that little, it was not a full time, it was a part time as a teacher. And I was like, do I really want to be here all the time?
Yeah,
Because that way
weighing
I
it up,
can't go
yeah.
to Switzerland as much as I could, right? So I was like, yeah, you know.
So I'm just curious. This is a little bit of a tangent, but how did you meet your? Was he from Switzerland? Like,
Yeah. He lives in Switzerland, but he's Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
He's been there for some years.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
We met actually, yeah, I can just say it, at playing World of Warcraft.
Really?
Yeah,
Let's
like that.
go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
During COVID times, because, you know, the whole music
Everyone was
scene
shut down.
stopped,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like, what am I gonna do? And I was like, after some years without playing, I think I'll go back to WoW.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was just running around with my little tiger that's so cheap, that ride, you know.
Yeah.
And he passed through me, and he was like, who's wearing that? Or who's using that mount nowadays? Buy something better, for God's sake. It was,
Damn, so your
it
first
started like that.
interaction was him roasting you?
yeah, yeah,
That's
something like
so
that.
funny.
And then we started to talk, Discord and all that stuff. And then we met in person.
So
Yeah.
it was always kind of a long distance thing from the start?
Yeah, then-
he was never like in Porto
After
and
some
then-
time, he came to Portugal. We met personally, and then I went to Switzerland, and then I just come and go
Yeah,
all
back
the time.
and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's beautiful, Switzerland. I really love it there.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. Is
And the flag's a big plus.
Yeah, flag is a big plus. So it's embarrassing to say, but like I've never been outside of America. I've been to Alaska once. I know. Well, he's from Edinburgh, so he's been on the whole England vibe. You've been to Indonesia. You've been around.
I've been around.
That's nice.
I don't feel like I'm as. I don't want to say cultured, but like you know what I mean. Like I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
haven't experienced a different lifestyle in that regard.
Well, it's never too late, you know?
Is there? Well, I
Yeah.
want to. That's definitely
Yeah.
a passion of mine. I'm curious to you though, like, what have been some of the biggest differences from growing up in Portugal, like being in that music scene, versus I know you're coming out here just for a brief little bit, but like
Yeah.
what you've seen from this music scene.
Are we
Oh,
nicer?
Jesus.
Are
Are we
we
really-
meaner?
I think
Are we...
you have so many opportunities here.
Hmm.
Like, it kind of feels like there is a space for everyone, you know?
Yeah.
Totally.
Do you think so? Yeah, because there's so much opportunities. I know there's many artists too,
Mhm.
but you always get something, you know? And there it's so small. So, and it feels like the things are always coming to the same people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
So-
kind of it do be like that. Yeah.
But I guess that happens like a bit everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Micah, I think you can get perhaps a taste of Portugal. I believe, Mary, you mentioned that
I
there
brought
might be
a little gift.
a little gift.
Thinking
Go grab
about
it. I'll grab
something
it.
Kate, can
traditional.
you grab it?
Yeah, it's on the chair. The little 2 boxes.
We have a gift. You're the first. No, we've gotten one gift before.
Portuguese people are like this. We're nice. We like
Yeah,
to.
those. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, wait,
Okay,
what
let me
was the
just
other
explain
gift?
a bit.
The magic coffee.
So, as you may or not know, port wine is from Porto.
Yes.
Right.
Whoa.
And this is something traditional of ours, and it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
have 3 types of port wine. We have the ruby and the tawny, which are like red ones.
Point it
This
to that
one,
camera.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We have 2 red ones, and we have like a white one.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
port was white wine too.
No, yeah, we also have that. I think these are the free. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, are
Yeah.
you like a wine connoisseur? Like, do you know a lot
Yeah.
about wine?
No. But I know a little tiny bit. Let's
yeah.
say. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is, one of my roommates, he's from the Netherlands, and I don't know how or why, but he's so big on European wine specifically. So he'll just be like, "Oh, this is that,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "I don't even know what you're saying." But
Bro's just saying words.
yeah, it's just like a combo of different. This is that. It's dark, but it's subtle and it's rich.
Or
I'm like, I
woody,
don't even-
you know,
Yeah.
those
Oaky,
kind of
woody,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
like, I don't even. What? It's just I don't know. So that's
Yeah.
super cool. So we
So
appreciate it.
these are different brands. I brought this because it was what I could.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
And
honored.
these are like 3 bottles. Each one is a different type. And this one is just the tawny, I think, like the classic one.
Perfect.
The most.
oh my God, thank you so
And it's
much.
nice. Look. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This one is nicer. It comes in this beautiful box.
Oh yeah, that.
So this
one's
is from
insane.
Graham's. This is like from 2018, and the other one is like a reserve from 10
Yeah,
years.
that's a pre-pandemic wine right there.
That's
That's
Yeah.
that wine doesn't know what
Do you
COVID
mind if I
is.
take a look at that?
Yeah, sure. We have so many like
Oh.
port wine brands, you know.
Yeah, so which one are we cracking?
Are
I
we
don't know.
cracking? Are we drinking one?
I think we could.
Do you
have
want
a
to start
small
like
one.
with? Do you want to taste like the classic
Yeah, we
one?
can taste the little one. I think we.
Which
Can,
I
is
know
your
it. I
favorite?
know it's small, but I know
What's
like
your
a mini
favorite?
shot. I will go just for the classic one,
Yeah,
the
don't go for the
2018
reserve
maybe.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
not the
reserve one, you
reserve.
gotta hold on to that one.
We gotta
We're
wait
keeping
for the
that.
reserve.
We're popping that one on a special occasion.
Yeah.
Yes. That's when you come back for round 2.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll get you-
yeah.
we'll
Let's
get
open
you a
it
second
next
pour.
year.
Yeah.
This time it
Yeah.
was for the Hollywood Independent Music Awards, which we
Yeah.
will talk about in a
Yeah.
sec. Next time, when you come back for the Grammys, obviously, that's when we'll do it.
I
you
hope
know,
so.
when we're in the massive studio, not in a garage, and you're in the, you're coming here
No,
for
but
the
it's
Grammys.
very nice. Very
Thank
nice.
you.
I love. Who did the decor?
So I kind of designed it. I literally drew it on a piece of paper, and then we all did the building.
So good.
It's strong, right?
It's awesome.
It's not to drink like normal wine, okay?
No, yeah,
because
that's-
it's stronger. Yeah.
Okay. Oh snap! I haven't had red wine in a really long time.
But it's different, you know. It's a different
Wine?
kind of
I wish I
red
drank
wine.
wine way more often. You know, it's so classy.
That's nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, the other guys can taste
Yeah,
it
do you
too,
want
right?
Kate,
Yeah.
Kay's
come
like,
give us your.
They're like looking.
there you go, brother.
Okay, wait.
That's fine.
Kate.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, you gotta tell us your thoughts.
This is Kate, everyone.
Everyone, welcome Kate to the show. Kate is our camera assistant.
What do you
guy
think?
today.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
You like it?
It's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
really
is sweet.
sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you want to take another sip, though. It's good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'll
I,
take it,
I
bro.
really thought you were maybe not going to like it because it's strong or something.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome Jared Weeks to the show. Yay!
This is the first time we're
Taste
doing
round.
like cameos of the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jared
boy.
doesn't trust us.
Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah.
So everyone loved it. Yeah.
We all like it.
We're
Nice.
all like, yeah, Kate, out of 10.
That is a solid 9 out of 10.
Okay,
You got a
Jared.
9.
That's good.
I'd give that an 8.
You got an
Solid
8.
8.
Okay.
Harder to please.
I'm gonna meet them in the middle. I'm gonna give an
Okay.
8.5. I'm gonna meet in the
Oh,
middle.
that's nice. Yeah, yeah.
I'd probably go
All right.
9.
Like, do you want a sip?
No,
Or
no, it's okay.
You know what it
Yeah,
tastes like.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's all
I already
yours.
know. Yeah.
She's like, guys.
So, quick question before we get
Take
into
this
the
one.
big stuff.
Oh yeah,
One,
thank.
two.
Oh yeah, we have.
I'll
Yo,
set that one down too.
You want to crack
Thank
one?
you. I'll nah. Well, if we both want one,
Yeah, we can have a little sippy.
I'm toe down.
I'm gonna have a little sippy sippy. We're going to a little shindig after this as well, so we
Yeah,
can just
this will be
pregame.
perfect. I'll do this ruby port one. So I wanted
What's
to.
that one, Ruby? Yeah.
There's a ruby, yeah.
I think maybe it's more fruity. You know.
Okay.
Oh, that's perfect for you, Micah. He's the more fruity out of the two of us. So
That's perfect. I wanted to ask because I don't really know this, and I would love to know what was like, or like for COVID, how did Portugal react to that? I would assume similar to everyone else, but like
When
what
it
was
comes
that?
to the music scene or just
In
general?
general.
for
like-
both, yeah,
General?
in general, and then like music
Everything
scene.
stopped. I think
Better
it was
than
the
here,
same
bro.
here, right?
Yeah.
Like all the streets empty.
Mhm.
People just went out to buy groceries or just do a tiny walk on the street. Yeah.
yeah, I spent most of the pandemic in the UK, and yeah, it was the same. It was like you go out, you get your groceries.
Like desert. Yeah.
You go out, you get a COVID test. In the
Mm.
UK, you had to go get COVID tests,
yeah.
and then you sit at home. Yeah.
No, it was hard, especially in the music scene, like, and also restaurants and
Yeah.
nightclubs. It was horrible because we completely like lost everything. It was all stuck, and well, like we didn't have lots of helps, you know.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of artists really struggling, like especially those ones with, I don't know, like living on their own with kids. You know? I have the luck of like living with my parents. Otherwise, during that time, it will be like impossible.
Yeah,
you know?
'cause
Totally.
a lot of musicians specifically, as well as just, it really sucks that the jobs that got hit most by the pandemic, so musicians, service workers,
Yeah.
you know, anything in that
I
vein.
would say healthcare too.
Healthcare, well,
Yeah.
what I was going to say is the majority, it's the people who are musicians and service workers who are also the ones living paycheck to paycheck,
Yeah.
you know?
That's
So
it.
it
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
just like a perfect storm of not only did these jobs lose their income like that,
Yeah.
but it was the same jobs that people are for the most part, or a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck.
Totally.
So it was
Yeah.
kind of a perfect storm to really knock people's feet out from under them.
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah, it was hard. I was
Absolutely.
like stuck at home without. What am I going to do, right?
Yeah, were you able to do anything for your career?
I
like
write
do
it.
much
I write it the
music?
songs I'm releasing now, and
That's awesome.
you know, it was a time to reflect and have more time to make music.
That's awesome.
So it was good, but on one
Yeah.
side, yeah.
Yeah, and then speaking of, I mean, one of the songs, you know, "Wake Up Call,"
It's the first single,
the
yeah.
first single,
So
Yeah.
good.
it was great, and
Because
the music
before
video
I
as
had
well.
I had several bands before, and only this year I finally launched my solo
Yeah,
project.
yeah,
It's
but
awesome.
we wanted to really go into the music video a little bit
Oh sure.
because that was
Did you like it?
insane.
It was
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
So
it was
cool.
trippy as hell. I was like, all the
I'm so happy with the result of the music video. It was made by Gulp Films,
okay,
yeah, from there, from Porto,
yeah.
and the guys and the team. It was so amazing.
Yeah,
And-
One
Yeah.
thing I wanted to know, sorry,
yeah,
was
sure.
how much of the video concept was you? Like, how much did
Yeah.
you bring to them, and how much did they?
It was
kind
really
of,
like I gave them my concept, my
Okay.
ideas, and what I was like looking for in the music video. And I've always said I don't want the traditional video. I want something different. You know, I don't
Totally.
want to do like let's not do the lip sync, let's not dance, let's not, you know, all the traditional things
Totally.
all the artists do. It doesn't mean I'm not going to do it eventually. Well, who knows, right? But at least this song, I heard the song and I was like, no, this has to be different. So I ended up with these free places. We have the outside, which is Serra da Freita in Aroca.
Mm-hmm.
Aroca is a village. It's about 1 hour from Porto.
Okay.
It's where my mom grew up, and it has like amazing views. It's beautiful. So we recorded there, like most of it. We also did like the inside shootage. That's how you
shooting,
say it?
yeah, the
Shooting,
inside, yeah.
In a place in Porto also. That's very nice. And then we had another day just for studio. The details with the old lady in the black studio.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I wanted to talk about so visually it was super stunning. Like the mask.
Thank you so much.
The mask.
Yeah,
costumes.
I'm gonna get to it. Yeah.
Well, so I wanted to ask, like,
Yeah.
did you come up with the idea of like
The masks were. I kind of gave the team my ideas, my concepts, and then they started to add things. And I really wanted to have like something traditional from Portugal, you know, and the masks are. So when they told me about it, I was like, yeah, let's do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that artist that goes to like a video team and oh, I want to do this and this, and
Yeah.
you can't come in and have your opinions too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm very flexible and I like to work with the team.
That's awesome, and that
Yeah.
definitely goes a long way too. Being able to
Yeah,
have other
sure.
people's insight on
And
these
so
videos.
we just brainstormed for a while, and the mask is the Iberian mask.
Okay.
So it's typically from Portugal and Spain, which is like Peninsula Iberica, right? And it's something traditional from us. We have, and it has like a deep meaning, you know. And I was so happy to incorporate that in the music video,
So-
along with some like Greek things,
Yeah, like
you know.
Greek mythology
Yeah.
and stuff. I was gonna ask, if you don't mind, what is some of that meaning that like the mask and like some of those other things?
Yeah,
like mean?
sure. So they were used. I it's gonna be hard for me to say in English.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do it as best you. And
Yeah,
even if-
we can hit it with
Yeah.
either a Google Translate, or if you say it now.
But
I'll
I
send you
kind
an
of I
AI
think you will
have
get
that
it from the context, so I can try.
Let's go Google Translate.
It's a thing we do in Portugal, and we have like this 4-day festival, okay, where everyone like goes out to the streets with a mask. It's amazing. Just gonna the 4-day festival depicts the Iberian culture and gives all the participants a chance to feel its essence.
Okay.
The mask serves as the key element and the central theme underlying the idea of the gathering. Even though the traditional pagan masks, because that's you know the meaning, vary throughout the Iberian Peninsula. We have like different kinds of those masks. You know, the ones I used on my music video are from Lazarin.
Okay.
So it's the wooden ones, like not too much detail. They have detail, but not too much color.
They're
you know?
more, yeah.
Yeah, they're just like wood. And then you have another ones like bigger with colors or with like, I don't know, bigger horns, smaller horns. You have all kinds of it. And that's it. They remind us about the common roots of Spanish and Portuguese cultures. Yeah, like to short it up very a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And then we have some Greek mythology in between
Some other
also.
stuff like that, yeah, too.
And the song is really a critique to nowadays society when it comes to
I wanted to talk
consumerism
to you
and
about that.
superficiality.
Yeah, because you did another interview on another podcast, and I have a quote. It is you said it was a critique of consumerism and the superficial society that we live in right now. So where did that come from? Like, where did that opinion and that kind of, was that something you kind of always felt growing up? You're like, damn, this sucks, or like maybe the pandemic hit.
Also a little bit, but it was during the pandemic that I wrote this song.
Okay.
And I was like really feeling that when we lost everything, we kind of started to give more value to the little things.
Totally.
You know? And this is like a critic to, you know, to lust and the money and all those things, because do you need them? I mean, what's the most important, right? But in the end of the video, there's like a twist because you see me putting the mask on. And what's that? What's like the meaning of that? It means like, although I'm critiquing about it, aren't we all victims of it?
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
That's society
So that's
for you,
it.
yeah.
Just us, you know?
You say you claim to hate society, but yet you
Yeah,
participate
we
in
are
it.
society. That's the So that was you brought up one of the things that really stuck out to me in the video and from the songwriting itself too. It was what's the song or the quote about lust? Lust is something that
for
everyone,
those who don't know what they're doing
who
here
don't know
in
Yeah,
what
this
they're
that's
world,
doing.
it.
right?
So what does that mean to you? Like, because when I hear that, yeah, I don't really know what to make of it. So I would just love to hear.
If you're
your
just
opinion.
living for the money, if you're just living for collect objects,
Mhm.
what are you doing here? You know,
So
that's
it's
not the most important.
yeah, like
that's it.
the idea of lust is not necessarily lust in like the literal sense.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a very much
That's
okay.
it.
wanting
Yeah.
something that is
Yeah.
just just
Yeah.
a physical
Yeah.
object. or
And
That's it.
then so why you came to LA for the Hollywood Independent Music
Yeah.
Awards? That's really cool. But the reason I'm hopping into that is because was it Wake Up Call that was nominated? Or was
Nominated,
it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yourself as an artist that
It
was
was Wake Up
nominated?
Call,
Okay.
yeah, in the alternative category music.
Yeah. So as we segue into that, could you maybe tell us,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
where did
You
that
didn't know,
nomination come
right?
from? What is that organization?
Yeah, I
You
have
know,
it
maybe
here.
tell us a little bit about, Wake Up Call and then how you kind of ended
Yeah.
up here through Wake
Yeah.
Up Call.
So I was searching on the internet for things to, what can I do? I was like sending my music video to all these different festival.
Yeah.
How do you say, festival contests?
Yeah.
Across the globe. And I got nominated in some, and I won some. I won one in Rome, another one in Barcelona, and another one in New York.
Wow.
Let's go. New
Yeah.
York's
So
big.
this
was
is
amazing.
this is just another one.
It was
that you-
amazing, the recognition of
Yeah.
the music video, because it was a lot of work. So the
Sure.
Hollywood Independent Music Awards, I discovered their website or their Instagram, not sure, and I was like, let's see what's this, And I was like, I read what I'm going to read you now, just so you know what it is, and I was like, hell yeah, I need to sign for this. I need to submit my song. Like, what are the odds? But why not trying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just went for it. And when I knew I was nominated, because I submitted and I was like, maybe it's not, no way.
Yeah,
it's
no
gonna
way.
happen.
Yeah, I've been there.
And then I was on the beach with my boyfriend. He was in Portugal for a week or something. We were just like on the beach, relaxing with also a friend of him. And then I went to the nominees went out, and I went to the website and I was like, seeing the nominees, and there was my name in alternative category, just 5 people.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
That's so fun.
No, I didn't scream it out. Oh my god. My boyfriend was like, what's going on? And I just
Did he
told
know
him, and I
about
was
it?
like, yeah.
Or did you have to fill him all the way in?
I'm not sure he knew I submitted, or I don't know. I don't remember. I have a terrible memory,
I do too.
terrible. Yeah, when
get
it comes to names and everything.
Yeah, and then
And then I got nominated, and I was like, I won't be able to make it. It's so far away. But first thing I saw was like, okay, what's the day? Just thinking about
Yeah,
it,
yes.
the possibility.
Yeah.
Do I have like a concert that day? I hope not. In the
Yeah.
in the hope of coming, And I was like, oh, I'm free. I'm free these 4 days. Like I have work before, I have work after, but it's free. It's possible to go. Let me find a way
Yeah,
to
see if I can
go
figure it
because
out, yeah.
I have to take this opportunity, right? So I just went for it. And it was like from one day to the another. I booked a flight. I booked the hotel, everything. And I was like, okay, it's done. I'm going to be there. And I was so excited.
That's so awesome. So talk to us what it was like when you were there. Like,
Yeah.
last night. Yeah.
like
Yeah, it
going
was
to see
last
it, like,
night,
how was it?
the gala. I'll just speak about what is the Hollywood Independent
Yeah.
Music Awards. I have it here because it won't be that good in English if
You're
I
good.
don't read it.
She got the script.
So the Hollywood Independent Music Awards is the premier global platform for independent music.
Okay.
Emerging and established artists, songwriters, composers, and audio recording professionals around the world are recognized for outstanding contributions and content creation. The Hollywood Music Awards, Independent Music Awards, provides invaluable resources, tools, education, and opportunities to help music artists develop successful careers, without dependence on a major label. And that's just amazing, right?
Yeah.
Because we have all these contests like Emmys, Grammys, they are different. And they were like talking there last night, oh, this is going to be like, it's starting to become, and it's going to be, because it's growing a lot, the Hollywood Independent Music Awards, it's going to be like the Grammys of the independent artists.
That's
Let's
awesome.
go.
And that's amazing. The person behind all this is Brent from Hollywood Independent Music Awards. He was there last night also. And he was saying, we don't care how many followers you have. We don't care the number of streams, none of that. We are just listening to your music, your talent, your work, And I just find that awesome.
That's what it should be, yeah. That's so
because
awesome.
I don't have a lot of followers. I'm not famous, I'm just trying to do my thing and trying to get my music out in the world, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to reach the most people I can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we do here, too. Yeah, like, we don't particularly care about
The fame,
much,
right?
except it's really,
Yeah.
like, quality of music, and are you creating something that we want to support
and
and
see,
be a
yeah.
part of?
And
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, because, like sometimes people, we don't care what the followers are, but often the people who have low followers are also the people who aren't promoting and putting themselves out there.
Yeah, and who maybe and sometimes you have like very few fans, but they are like loyal, and and you like speak to them directly to each other, and it's different. I don't know.
That's low-key us a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of diehard fans, but when we have the live streams, we have like 6 people that are there all the time, and then we have 3, 4, 5, up to like 10 others that kind of come in and out as they so please. But there's always, you can turn on that stream, you can guarantee like those same 6 people are always going to be there.
That's where we're at right now. Hopefully, as we continue to grow, there'll be more people to hop on. And so if that's something that interests you, check out her music as well as ours. But that's,
Our music.
Our music. We make music now. No,
We're singing right now, actually. It's atonal.
But yeah, so I think that message is something that everyone wants to hear, and even if they don't, it's such a positive experience, or it's probably such a positive to hear that as an independent artist and be like, wait, he's talking about me. Like, this is like my sort of music that he's talking about. So really awesome.
And it was amazing last night, the event. It was long. It was like from 5:30 p.m. until very late with the after party and all that. But it was amazing. I got the chance to meet a lot of musicians from here and other parts of the globe,
Yeah.
even Turkey and some
So
European.
other people were like flying out for this and stuff.
some.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you, who
Most
came
of
the
them,
furthest?
I think most of them, yeah.
Who
What?
came the furthest from who you met?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe there was people from Spain, also Turkey, Canada. There were some people flying. Yeah.
That's
Totally.
awesome.
And what I was saying, you see, memory. And so yeah, it was amazing. I was like, I'm so happy to be here. I'm already a winner. Just by being nominated. And I was like, and then just chilling on the table because I was seated at a table with other musicians that were also nominated. And they were like, oh, and the nominees for alternative category are my name. And I was like recording, like, it's not gonna be me for sure, right? No way. And I was like, nah, I don't think so. I was recording it at Mary Ann, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, do you
I was
have
so
that?
surprised.
So you got a video of when you
No,
won.
I was like recording. I stopped, and then another person started to film, like the mother of another nominee that was there, and it was nice because I was alone. Otherwise, I wouldn't. But there were different people that did the footage and sent me That was
Wow.
nice. And
So how
I,
did that
I was
feel
like on the podium, hello, good night, or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh, I didn't expect this.
Panic.
And my head was like, you are not a native English, speaker, so be careful if you not to say
no,
shit,
you were right.
But I think it was okay. The speech, it was a tiny one, but it was okay. I was just thinking and, yeah.
That's super awesome.
Hey.
So the song itself won. It wasn't the music video, or
It was not the music
was
video, yeah.
Just
The music
song
video
is-
won some prizes already, and it's selected for another one. So I'm still waiting for the outcome. But this one was the music. Yeah, only the music.
So asking you a question in that regard is, do you think that it's valuable to be, as an independent artist, submitting your music to things like this, or submitting music videos? Like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who make music, but they don't
Yeah, yeah,
think to ever.
They probably don't even
submit
know
their
things
stuff
like that
into-
exist. Yeah.
Totally. Like if you are so passionate about your music, and you wanna keep on fighting for it, like every day, you always search for what's new and what there is out there,
Totally.
because the more open, the more doors you knock, what's the probability of one of them opening? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Absolutely.
So
That's good.
I have that thought. Yeah.
Yeah, like mentality.
Yeah.
That's super awesome.
So yeah, that was that. I want to just shout out here to Mike Moore, who produced the song with me.
Shout out Mike,
He's
baby.
my friend, and he has been incredible. I wouldn't be here without him for sure. He's the best. Yeah. And all my musicians who did part of this, like Leku, the bass player, Ugu and Miguel on the guitars, and Pico Moreira on the drums.
Shout
just
out,
wanted to shout out to
everyone.
them.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. Love you guys.
So do you have a touring band that you play with?
So they are like the musicians I work with.
Mhm.
Since this is like a new project, I haven't done concerts yet. When it comes to the solo project, only other projects. But definitely they're my guys when the time comes. Yeah.
That's super cool. Sorry.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
yawning.
No, it's okay.
Do you said you performed in bands before and now you're going on your own. How
Yeah.
is like the songwriting process and the recording process? How does it differ for you from when you're working in a band versus
With
when
the band,
you're
we
working
were
alone?
working with like some sort of. It was not a label, but it was like a studio, and I did all the writing and all the melodies of the songs, but it was different. Here it's more personal, it's more independent, it's different. Yeah.
Totally. That's so crazy.
And
man.
then through one of your bands, you got on a magazine cover or something. Was that something? Or am I losing? I have Porto Hard Rock cover.
Oh, it's not. It was not a cover. We were like with the metal band
Okay.
called Solar. During the COVID, they did like this event of the International Women's Day, where they chose a band to represent Portugal, and they chose us. And
That's awesome. So it was
among many other bands with female front women, they chose ours. And it was really nice because we did the concert at Hard Rock Porto. It was live streamed because COVID, right?
COVID, yeah.
But it was amazing, and we were like passing through all the TVs in hard rocks across the globe.
Yeah.
We had to sign for all those things. Like, you can pass our song and our music video across the globe in hard
on
rocks.
all the hard rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was an all-girl band. So everyone.
No,
front woman.
just me, like
Oh,
female fronted.
Oh,
Yeah.
female front. Sorry, I
Yeah,
understood
yeah.
that. That's super cool. I've always wondered what like a metal scene is like in Portugal or something like that. You know?
Oh, but it was all in English. Like I always write and sing in English.
Okay.
Is that hard if being your second language to write and come up with like stories and things like that in?
Well, I started to do it very early, so I guess it's not that difficult, but it's not my native language, of course. Of course, I always have to check for errors and all that stuff. Like, am I saying this right? The grammar and all that stuff. But I don't really have the handle to write in Portuguese. I'm not sure why.
Really? So it's harder
But-
for you to write in
Yeah,
Portuguese?
yeah, I think, yeah.
Interesting.
When I write in Portuguese, it sounds, I don't know, it sounds weird to me. It doesn't sound good. And I've always preferred to write in English because I feel, I don't know, I don't know.
Is it
And
maybe-
even my music and my type of music, I think it suits better in English.
Yeah. Is it maybe? Do you think maybe it's because you grew up listening to like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and all those other
Yeah,
artists
and I've
in
always
English?
been very connected to English. Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
And what did you speak in your house growing up? English
Portuguese,
or
Portuguese?
Portuguese. But in Portugal, we start to learn English at schools very
Yeah.
early. And in my case, I started to learn English when I was 5 years old.
Mm.
Of course, it was just how are you? Hi, the colors like red, yellow,
Yeah.
very basic.
My name is
but-
Mary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I've always loved like the English classes. Were like, yeah, let's go.
Really?
Yeah.
See, so I took Spanish 3 years in high school, and
Oh, no.
I was
How
not.
did that go?
It was not mal. That means bad.
Bad.
I was not good
Hola,
at.
todo bien?
Yeah, I was not good at Spanish, and there was just one thing that I realized like pretty early on that's just like I wish so bad that I could just run around and like if I could have one superpower, it would be to be
Just
able to
speak
just communicate
languages. Yeah.
Yeah.
in any language at any time.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
did-
cool to me. you
I
know?
did a lot of language classes growing up. I did Indonesian. I did obviously English. I did French and I did German.
Ooh.
It all bounced right off. Like
Yeah.
I am so
Maybe it was like
bad.
too much. Like yeah.
Well, not at the same time, just across like.
Oh, okay, okay.
But like, I think it's just me with languages. It just doesn't make sense
Yeah?
to me. You have like the grid with all of the grammar. Like for German, like der,
Yeah,
die,
yeah, yeah.
das, like all of that.
Also French.
Yeah, and French too. Yeah, it all just bounced right off.
I
Like,
learned
could
French
not
last
get
year.
it.
How many languages do you speak?
I learned French last year,
Okay.
so I speak Portuguese. I speak English. I understand Spanish, but I just know some little words.
Yeah, because
And French.
there you go.
Yeah,
Last
there you
year.
go.
Boom.
I didn't speak, and I was like, I didn't speak. I knew like the oui, salut.
Woke up one morning like, damn it, I don't speak French.
But then I started to date my boyfriend. He lives in Switzerland in the French side. And I remember going there the first time, and I was like a bit lost to try to get to the train station. And I was like, hey, do you speak English? No. No.
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Or there were some guys that were like, do you speak English? Yes. And I was just asked for the question. They were like, oh, je parle pas, je comprends pas. I was like, why did you said you?
Yes.
Why?
Man,
That's so weird.
funny. We have there's someone has been on our live streams and participated. He's from Brazil. They also speak Portuguese there.
Yeah. Although.
Is it
it's
totally
different.
different? Is it a
Yeah.
different dialect? Is it?
Portuguese is the language.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not like, although we say Brazilian,
Yeah.
it's not Brazilian, it's Portuguese,
Yeah.
right? But we have the Portuguese from Portugal and the Portuguese from Brazil.
So if you were to go to Brazil right now, could you like walk around, communicate, and be fine? do you
Yeah,
think?
sure.
Okay.
I can, they can get me, if I just speak the Portuguese of Portugal. But I can also, if I want, speak the Portuguese of Brazil. That's kind of easy to me, also because my father is Brazilian, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah.
works out.
That's
then.
cheating.
Yeah,
a little
I'm
bit.
half Brazilian, so.
Okay. Well, then perfect. So that works out.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually close to the end of time, but
Yeah.
I know it flies when you keep talking.
Really?
It
Yeah.
flies when you're having fun, yeah.
Didn't notice at
I
all.
know.
Yeah, I
But,
will say it was like 5 minutes.
It has
Yeah.
not been 5
It
minutes.
feels like that. Yeah.
But yeah, so if there's anything that you want to like, do
I'm
you have any
sure-
future songs coming out? or
Yeah, I
anything
have
like
a
that?
song coming out very soon.
What's it
Oh,
called?
snap.
If you don't mind us, or should we not
No,
say?
I'm not gonna say
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Or when does the song come out? What's the date?
I still don't
Oh, you
didn't
don't know?
decide that because
Okay.
it's like in the final stages of production, like the mix and master. Maybe it will be by the end of the month.
Okay.
Probably.
By the end of
Yeah.
September. So
Yeah.
that just gives you an excuse to go check out Mary's
Yeah,
Instagram
sure.
to see whether it's come out yet. Mary,
Thank
you
you.
have this camera in the middle. You have
that
this
one.
camera right in front of you.
Yeah, I wanna thank
Instagrams,
you for
anything.
Yeah, thank you for everyone. If you wanna like follow my work on, you can just search me on Instagram. It's mary.n.music. So Mary
Easy
Ann with
enough.
the dots in between.
Mary Ann, A-N-N with an E or no?
Yeah, MARYANN.
Cool.
That's it. Thank you so much. It
Of
was
course.
so nice to meet you. Like so nice, so nice. If you ever go to Porto, feel free to reach to so I can be like the free
Absolutely.
city guide. You know.
Yes. I will definitely.
We'll
take
ask
you up on
you,
that.
do you speak English? And you'll say, yes, and I can help you.
Yeah.
You know, you'll actually
Yes,
use
and then we're
the-
gonna ask you something and be like, huh?
Yeah.
Screw us over. No.
No.
Imagine, and then I was just like speaking Portuguese.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
não,
like,
não
no,
percebo
wait,
nada do que
no,
vocês estão a dizer, pá. Por amor de Deus.
That's so funny.
Well, Micah, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Shoelace Music, spelled SHOOLACEMUSIC. And Finlay, where can everyone find you and Roseflower Records?
You can find me on Instagram at Finlay Did It, because who did it?
Finlay did it.
That's right, baby. You can find Roseflower Records at Rose Records on Instagram and TikTok, at Roseflower Records on X. I need to stop doing that bit, because
Yeah,
by the time,
it's
even
every
though
time.
it's very quickly, it's going to get old real
Yep.
quick. On X/Twitter and at www.roseflowerrecords.com. You can email myself or Micah at our names at roseflowerrecords.com. You can also email Cade if you want to talk to him about his 8 out of 10 ranking. Email him at Cade at Roseflower Records. Jared doesn't have an email. All right, we'll see you all next time.
And
Thank
we'll
you so
be
much for
here
watching.
next year.
Yes.
Yeah,
1 year
yeah,
anniversary.
come back for the 1 year
Coming
anniversary.
soon.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thank you
All right,
guys.
guys.
Bye bye.
Thank you.